Reverie Hotel. It's unique, it's a great space, it's a great location, nice for events, nice for overnight stays. And here to tell us all about it is Sarah Morris-McCauley, who is the CEO and the mission specialist of Loft Reverie. Sarah, welcome to the show.
Great. Thanks for having me.
All right, let's talk a little bit first of all. Whenever you talk about hotel, it's all about location. You're in a very unique part of town. I think a part of town that Louisville is very familiar with and loves. Tell me about that.
Right. So we are on the top 2 floors of the Glassworks building, as well as the part of the first floor and all of the second floor for events, those two.
Okay, now you were telling me that this has been really popular as far as event space, and I can understand that because a lot of glass, right? Mm-hmm. Because of the location and proximity to the river. So tell me a little bit about what kind of events. Are we talking rehearsal dinners, weddings? Tell me about the list of events.
We do have a lot of weddings at our space, but we also have gotten a little bit into small conferences, as we've doubled in size of the event space at the Glassworks. We now have 42,000 square feet of event space.
Wow, my goodness. So, Sarah, I'm curious about, you said, we were talking before you went on the air, and we were talking about Airbnbs, and they've become so very popular. You're kind of a cross, kind of a hybrid between a hotel and an Airbnb and a home, right?
Yes, exactly.
Okay, tell me about that a little bit.
Well, what we've come up with is that we are a hotel that fills the Airbnb niche, meaning that our spaces are literally homes. They're urban vacation homes, and they range from 900 square feet to 2,800 square feet. So our smallest groups usually start around 6 to 10 people per room.
All right. So if you've got a family, or maybe it's a reunion, some type of gathering, it'd be perfect for that, right? Mm-hmm. All right.
Yeah.
Okay, you described these rooms as industrial chic. Okay, I like the sound of industrial chic. So if you would, give us your best description of what the rooms look like.
Okay, so it's a former light manufacturing building. I think a lot of people in Louisville probably know that. But we didn't think you'd probably want to stay in a light manufacturing space. So we did do some luxury finishes to it. So, you know, the floor is a beautiful 2-part epoxy. And we kept it where you could still see the rawness of the space.
Yeah, we're taking a look at some pictures now. Yeah, this is beautiful. It is industrial chic. I see exactly what you're saying, in the perfect part of town for that. Of course, you're in close proximity to Museum Row, all the great restaurants that are downtown. So tell me what your clients like about your event space, what they like most, because I would think that part of town, you're a little bit different than some event spaces. A lot of times they're kind of, I don't know, what generic. You're different, right? Yeah,
we do definitely have a personality. It's, like we said, industrial chic, but I think the biggest thing that people really like is the versatility of the space. The hotel spaces, everything is, what's the word, modular.
Right,
so
sure.
that you can really rearrange everything to how you need it. As well as our spaces downstairs can really be made into different kinds of, when you go on the website, you can see all the pictures, how it looks different almost in every picture, because they were able to put their own personality on it.
Sarah, right now, where is your main source of business? Is it visitors? Is it people that are wanting to spend a little bit of time downtown? Is it from your venue space? I mean, exactly where is the majority of your business coming from at this point?
Well, most of the local interest is in the event space.
Sure.
And then the hotel is largely people from out of town, people who come from across the country and use Louisville as their home base. As our mayor likes to say, bourbonism.
Bourbonism, that's right. That's big here. Yeah, I would think that the way that's growing, that is directly affected. And we've talked to some people from the Visitors and Conventions Bureau who says, you know, heads and beds, that the bourbon industry has really been good for that. Okay, tell me a little bit about, if people want to know more about it, is there a website they can go to, Sarah? What do you recommend?
Yes, they can go to our website, which is loftreverie.com, which hopefully they'll put on the screen. Good.
There it is.
There we go. It's a little hard to know how to spell it.
All right, once again, loftreverie.com. I'm curious about your background, Sarah. Before we move on here, we've got a little time. How did you get into this business? Were you part of the Glassworks business there, or did you just kind of get in through the hotel industry?
Well, actually, my background is in events. I did that for 2 to 3 decades before I moved back home to Louisville. And in a lot of places, but the last place was New York City. And actually, Airbnb is where it started. I just had one place, and then it became 2, and then 4, and then eventually the building owner said maybe I should buy the top 2 floors of the building. And at first I thought, well, that's just crazy. Who would do that? And then it ends up I would.
Well, there you go. I like that. So what are the trends now? So you've been in New York City. You see in Louisville. What kind of trends are you seeing? This industrial chic, is that the new and latest thing? Or is that something you think that is here to stay and is timeless?
I think it will be timeless. I think it's probably the new timeless.
There we go. That's a good way of putting it.
A modern timeless.
And as far as access, when I talk about access to, Museum Row and some of the nice restaurants, where do some of your guests like to visit in downtown Louisville, if you would?
Well, it's right next to Mussel and Burger Bars, so
Right.
they go there, and all the museums, as you said, we're right off of Museum Row. The Evan Williams Bourbon Experience, Peerless is right there. There's another one opening, too. In the Fraser Museum, they have
Right,
the Bourbon Concierge Place.
That's beautiful. That's a neat experience. So if someone's interested, again, in renting for wedding space, maybe perhaps a rehearsal dinner or just any kind of event, can they tour? And if so, do they set up an appointment with you? How does that work, Sarah?
Right, so they can go to our website, and on the top right-hand corner, there's a button that says Tour. And you press that, and then you see our calendar, and you just set it up. It's pretty effortless, actually, if you want to come check it out. Okay,
so this time of year, what kind of business are you seeing? Lots of weddings? What's going on? I'm attending a rehearsal dinner tonight.
Are you?
Yeah, so where's your business right now? What's going on?
Right now is actually the slow time generally for event spaces. Right now what we're doing is we're booking for weddings. A lot of people got engaged over the holidays, Thanksgiving and Christmas, and some will get engaged over the New Year, and they're looking for their venue.
All right, once again, Loft Reverie Hotel. Let's put up the website once again. And again, you can go take a look-see. She'll be happy to show you around the event space. And of course, now we're talking large groups here, so this isn't your average everyday size hotel room. This has some space. And the view again, if you would, Sarah.
Right, so the view, if you think of what would be your ideal Thunder over Louisville view, that's where we are. Yeah.
So I'm assuming you will be renting for Thunder as well, or is that already taken?
It's not sold out yet. That's a little bit of a closer to last minute thing, but it does always sell out.
All right.
So people should book it.
All right. Sarah Morris-McCauley, she is the CEO and the mission specialist of Loft Reverie, again, located on Market. You can check them out. Again, I recommend a tour. If you have an upcoming rehearsal dinner, wedding, whatever the event may be, maybe a class reunion, check them out. A unique space, industrial chic, right?
Yes,
industrial
absolutely.
chic. All right. Coming up here, we're going to